guys, it's Alyssa here. I know it's been weeks since you've seen me because I've been crazy busy with uni and oh my god, I've got one exam left though. So for the next few weeks I should be around a lot more. This week we are not doing underrated characters. I know, what is this madness? Anyway, I have a friend named Brendan and I'm not going to say your last name because you said mine wrong and I don't want to say yours wrong. Anyways, he has challenged me to do a top 10 countdown of my favourite movie series, and a link to his video will be in the description below, so you should totally check him out. Yeah, here we go. Coming in at number 10 on my list is the old Santa Claus movies. Yeah, they were a big part of my childhood. It wasn't Christmas unless I watched all three. They were amazing movies, but naturally I only ever watched them at Christmas time. They're not, like, really appropriate for the rest of the year, hence why they didn't get a higher number. Coming in at number 9 was the old Narnia movies from the 80s. I watched these last year. And they're pretty good. Yeah, they're definitely worth watching if you haven't seen them. I haven't actually seen the newer ones yet. I've only seen The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I am intending to do it, I just haven't gotten around to it, and I have the feeling that if I had seen them, they'd be on this list too, but alas, I haven't. So the old ones are on this list, but the new ones aren't. This is my dog. She's old and gets lonely, so she's going to be in the video. Anyway, moving on. Coming on in at number 8, I have the Hunger Games. So Hunger Games Catching Fire Mockingjay Part 1. Not going to pass judgment on Mockingjay Part 2, but I'm assuming it'll be as good as the rest of them. So yeah, these movies are pretty accurate to the books. Like, they only really cut out things that they weren't really able to keep. Like, the things that would be difficult to do cinematically. I felt that they did the best job they could with them, really. And they kept fans happy and managed to entertain a whole new load of fans who hadn't read the books or weren't interested in reading the books. So I feel like these movies deserve to be on the list. Coming in at number 7, I have Harry Potter. Now, this is more on the list due to nostalgia than, oh my gosh, they're like the most amazing movies. They are really good movies, but, like, obviously they're not as good as they could have been. But, yeah, they were still a huge part of my childhood. I love all of them in their own unique way. So, yeah, I felt that because of the value that they have to me personally, they deserve to be on my own personal list. I don't think they'd be on everybody's list, but they're on mine. Coming in at number 6. I have Back to the Future. This is an example of movies that I should have watched as a kid but didn't, and I've only watched in like the last year or so. I still haven't even seen the third one. I know, it sucks. I really want to see the third one because the first two are amazing, and I feel like if I had have seen the third one, I might have been able to put them up higher on the list. But as I haven't seen all of them, I felt like I couldn't justify putting them higher because I have no idea what to expect. Going in at number 5, I've put Star Wars. Yet again, movies that I should have seen as a kid, but didn't. Oh well. I finally saw the original trilogy when I was about 17, and went in very skeptical. I was basically being forced to watch them. Wasn't really looking forward to it. And then I watched them and I fell in love. And recently finally managed to watch the newer ones, and yes, they are crap, but they are still amazing, and I love them. But they could do with less lightsabers, because that was the beauty of the original trilogy, was that there was one lightsaber battle and you would sit there through the whole movie and look forward to that lightsaber battle. And then in the new ones, they pull them out at every opportunity and you just kind of get sick of them. But yeah, if the new ones were better, Star Wars would be higher on my list. Coming in at number 4, we're into the top 4, this is exciting, yeah, I've put Toy Story. Obviously this is one from my childhood. The Toy Story movies just have, across the three of them, have a really good coming of age story. And I think we all go through that moment where we get too old for our toys and we don't really know what to do with them. And I think that it's a very good trilogy. I'm kind of scared as to what they're going to do with the fourth one, though. Thirdly, in third spot, I have the entirety of the MCU. You're going to get in the way, dog. The entirety of the MCU. I have not seen all the movies. Like, cannot even claim to be close, really. But, I am yet to watch a movie that is part of the MCU that I did not love instantly. Like, they just have this power to make you feel like these movies are separate from each other, but that they all belong together regardless. And I find that to be quite a special thing. And I just feel like, therefore, the MCU as a whole deserves its own spot on my top 10 countdown. Okay, and spot number 2. This is exciting. We're getting to the business end. In spot number 2, I have Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. Now, these movies, again, I really should have seen a lot earlier than I did. I refused to watch the Lord of the Rings movies for the longest time. I thought that they were too nerdy and just had no interest in them whatsoever. And then I became a nerd and finally decided to watch them, and I was like, oh my god, why did I not watch these sooner? They are the most amazing things ever. Not really, because they're number 2 on my list, but they are pretty damn amazing. And I know what you're thinking now. If she's put Lord of the Rings at number 2, what the heck could possibly be number 1? She's already had Star Wars and Marvel and Back to the Future and all those kinds of things. What could it possibly be? I do apologise for the dog constantly getting in the way. She's a bit restless today. Anyways, yeah, number 1. Number 1 is a spot that I reserved for another movie series from my childhood. This particular movie series started in the 80s and finished as recently as a couple years ago. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not even sure. They might still be making more. The last time I checked, there were 13 movies in this series. Yeah, and it's always been popular with kids, regardless, and I have yet to watch one that I have not liked, and I have seen most of them. I know I haven't seen all because I've seen, I think, the first 6 or 7, and I've seen number 10, and they're all amazing, and I am sure that the 5 or so that I haven't seen of the 13 are all amazing too. I'm just assuming based on what I've seen. And I feel like it's a movie series that teaches kids a lot of good lessons, and it's always going to be timeless because we're never going to stop caring about dinosaurs. That's right, my number 1 spot goes to The Land Before Time. These movies are timeless because they have no time. Anyway, that's my list. If you like me doing countdowns, I might consider doing them once my underrated characters series is finished. I might consider doing them more regularly. I've quite enjoyed doing this, actually. So if you do want me to do more, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what I should be counting down. I'm quite excited to hear what you guys thought about my list. I'm sure there's things you guys would change about my list. Don't feel too shy to let me know what you would change in the comments below. Yeah, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye!